All I want to say is,
Oh my.
so man, we about to jump into this right quick. Oh, me? My name is Nick K. And that other cat, oh, that's James Cat. Right now, your mind is about to be blown, bro. You understand this? This is the beginning of greatness. You're witnessing something that many are going to want to be a part of.
What's good? All right, everybody. My bad. I don't know what happened, but like I was saying earlier, welcome to 2019, man. 2019 is here. But couple quick announcements that I really want to make to everybody is we're down with 4 coaches down and the loss of their NFL jobs. What direction will the NFL coaches ranks go? And I wish I would have had all the names pulled up. Lauren, I'll let you go first, but I really do wish I had all the names pulled up. Hold on.
Yes, so I mean, we lost this season. You lost Vance Joseph. You lost Hugh Jackson. Mm-hmm. You lost Marvin Lewis, and you also lost Todd Bowles from New York, and then you also lost Steve Wilkes from Arizona. So you lost 5 minority coaches this year. 5. Mm-hmm. So now you're left with Mike Tomlin and Anthony Lynn for the Chargers. You have 2 minority coaches. So we went from 7, which was 32, somewhere around 18% of the coaches were minority coaches when the season started.
Right.
You're now down to 2 minority coaches. You know, so that's what you got 32 teams, so that's 1/16. I mean, that's not a great percentage
at all.
The Rooney Rule came into play. When the Rooney Rule was created, to give minority coaches opportunity. You gotta give every head coaching position you have to interview a minority coach. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, that the Rooney Rule is no different than affirmative action.
Ooh.
That all you're saying is an opportunity. Well, let's be honest. I mean, opportunity is you can still come up with a reason to say, I'm not going to hire him. You can still come up with a reason, mm-hmm. So while I respect the Rooney Rule and I respect Mr. Rooney for working to put something in place to give an opportunity, I mean, the big, of all those firings, okay, Todd Bowles should have been fired. He just took the Jets off the ground. Maybe no, that was the Jets.
That was the Jets. Okay.
Yes. Marvin Lewis, bye. You ain't been to the playoffs. You ain't won a playoff game in 16 years. Bye. Hugh Jackson should have been fired. Mm-hmm. You know, as much. I mean, he did well to keep his job as long as he kept it.
True.
Vance Joseph, I'm on the fence about that one because he only got 2 years. And it was a rebuilding project when he took over the team. Even though that Denver doesn't want to admit it, it was a rebuild. But the one that got under my skin was Steve Wilkes in Arizona. You gave him 1 season. And he wasn't like he didn't win no games. They went 3-13. Mm-hmm. It's not a great season. They were going to get the number 1 draft pick. I get it. But you got a crappy offensive line.
Terrible.
Your defense outside of Patrick Peterson is garbage. So all you got is David Johnson and a rookie quarterback. You wasn't going to win no more than 3 games this year. So to fire him with he ain't got nothing. He didn't have anything to coach. So to fire him, that's the one that really got under my skin. That lets me know that their ownership and their senior leadership dysfunctional, totally dysfunctional. You don't bring in a coach for a year on a rebuilding project just to turn around and fire him.
Right. Yeah.
You don't do that. So to me, it's like if we don't win as black coaches, I'm gonna say black. I'm trying to get away from the word minority because I feel like that's a suppressing word. But as black coaches, if you don't win, you out is the message that's being sent.
True. Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about all the shitty ass Anglo-Saxon coaches that have been able to keep their jobs.
He said it would be worse than I would.
Yeah, you got. Let's. I'm gonna circle to Denver right quick. John Elway, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever to play the game, is the general manager in Denver. Outside of getting Peyton Manning, he ain't done nothing. Nope. He hasn't got the quarterback position right. Let's see what he gonna do.
He tried 2 times.
And he hasn't gotten it right yet. And now a third time with Case Keenum, still nothing. Like, let's send him out the door, or let's put him on notice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm the owner, I'm sitting the coach, I'm sitting the GM down, and I'm saying, if we don't have a winning season, both y'all gone. Both y'all gone. But the Steve Brooks one, that's the one that just, it gets under my skin, man. Because I'm like, why did you give him the job? For 1 year. Why did you give him the job?
Ooh, wait, who boy?
And who, I'm trying to figure out who's in the ranks. Like, that's the thing that I'm like, where do we go from here?
Right.
You got Chris Richard in Dallas. He'll get some interviews. I think I've been hearing some rumblings that Eric Bieniemy with the Chiefs to get some interviews. But that's it. Ty Bowles is probably not going to get another head coaching opportunity.
True.
Hugh Jackson.
Yeah.
Marvin Lewis. I hope somebody's like, hey, let's bring in Steve Wilkes, Vance Joseph. Where do we go from here? I just feel like it's a fine line, as it's always been. It's a fine line, and as a black coach, if you don't win, you out, and you on a short leash. Out of all these coaches, the only one that stayed with the organization over 3 years was Marvin Lewis.
And
all those other 3 coaches, 3 years or less. 3 years or less. You think about when New Orleans had those 2 shitty ass seasons. Nobody talked about Sean Payton's job.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody did. Jeff Fisher, who was one of the worst coaches ever, coached the damn Tennessee Titans for 10 years. Figured out a way to get rid of Vince Young, who actually wasn't that bad.
He was a good.
Went to the Rams. Fuck that whole organization up.
Back in St. Louis, yes, he did.
But yeah, and I'm like, this dude has 16 years and won like 2 playoff games, but he got to keep his job though. And you can go on with just tons of Anglo-Saxon coaches, you know what I'm saying, that have had shitty ass years, multiple years. I'm not talking about one. I'm talking about multiple years. Still got their job. So something needs to be done to add some language to the Rooney Rule. But I'm going to tell you the only way this is fixed. And it's not going to happen, but this is the only way it's fixed.
Go ahead, lay it on us.
You go get a black owner that hires a black GM that hires a black head coach. That's the only way you fix it. And now I'm not saying that you go in your entire coaching staff is all black dudes, because that's not a good idea either. You need a diversity in thought. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not saying that it's a good idea to go out and just have an all black coaching staff. But if you got to go that far to prove a point, maybe you do got to go that far. I mean, seriously. Now, when Diddy had his opportunity, and I think the opportunity was real, his mouth got him in trouble. Because he came out publicly and was like, I'm letting you know right now, if I get ownership of the team, the whole coaching staff going to be black. And I'm like, why did you say that shit?
Yeah, you right. You right. His mouth probably did get him in trouble.
I mean, basically, you make a statement like that publicly, all the other 32 owners or 31 owners are going to be like, yeah, we're not letting him in. We not letting him in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Sashi Khan only got in because, they fuck with the A-Raps, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they're about the economics, you know what I'm saying? So I get that one, but...
Oh, you know about numbers? I like it.
It's time. It's time for a black owner. It's time. I don't know who. I know that, Steph Curry was trying to get a group together. Yep. But it's time. It's time. That's the only way we're going to fix this. Like, I mean, we got to start breaking down some barriers in higher positions. Hell, Reggie McKenzie with the Raiders, the only black general manager in the league. Because Ozzie Newsome was, but he was retiring, so he don't count. Yeah. He got fired. So now we don't have no black GMs.
Now. So
no black owners, no black GMs, 2 black coaches.
Now let me go ahead and.
But the league is 70% black.
Slave mentality. But shout out to LeBron. But no, before I go on my little tirade or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Before I make it like what everybody likes to say, or racist, I want to first and foremost shout out to Stephen A. Smith for saying some real shit. And here it is.
Just falling away by the wayside. I don't know how many other people gonna say. You got some people say, I thought we were beyond that. And I just want to say a few words to white America. I'm getting sick and tired of that nonsense.
Me too, bro.
It's easy for you. I thought we were past it. Well, when were you a part of it? When did you have to worry about fairness? When did you have to worry about being prejudiced against?
My man.
When did you have to worry about being pigeonholed and minimized? For folks out there in white America, for folks out there hosting their own radio show, television show, or beyond, so quick to point out, I thought we were beyond this. Could you do me a favor, please, and be quiet? Could you do me that favor? I'm not knocking. I want to be very, very clear. I'm not knocking anybody who's not black, who's not a minority, for not understanding it. I am saying something different. Be decent enough to understand that you don't understand, and shut the hell up.
Hey, hold on. There's more.
You don't understand. You don't get it. Mike McCarthy has barely had a chance to pass gas, and he's already being interviewed for you couldn't win the last 8 years with Aaron freaking Rodgers as your quarterback. And everybody in New York talking about how he could be the guy to uplift Sam Darnold. Well, you couldn't win with Aaron Rodgers. We got a league that's 70% black players. We now have 2 black coaches. There's 32 jobs. 2. America, can I ask you a question? Black folks don't have no money? We can't get 1 black owner in the National Football League? Not one. No black people with money, huh? And for those of you out there who are uncomfortable,
Here we go, finishing
with
it up.
me, am I saying what I have to say? I have a solution for you. Put more minorities hosting national radio shows.
That's what I'm talking about, Stephen A.
They'll speak up for it, and I won't have to. But until then, I'ma stay all up in y'all. And I'ma be relentless with it. Uncomfortable with me and my saying what I have to say, I have a solution for you.
All right, man. So what I gotta say is shout out to Stephen A. Smith one more motherfucking time for letting these motherfuckers know, man. But shit like this that irritates me. Like, in the whole thing with LeBron James saying that it's a slave mentality, da-da-da-da-da. I agree. That's all the combine is. That's what I say every year. It is the modern day where they measuring niggas, literally. You get a couple white dudes every now and then, but literally that's all they doing is measuring niggas. That's all they doing. And now let me say that I know this might offend some people because this is still a PC. This is a PC generation, a PC world right now. But shit, it's got to be said somewhere. And mind you, I'm just an average guy with a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I give my opinion on everything that's put in front of me that needs something to be said. So, do I think there needs to be a minority, a black person in ownership? Yes. Do I think it needs to be run correctly? Yes. I don't think a lot of nigga shit needs to be happening. And I'm saying nigga shit. That's right. Because I know people gonna be like, oh, you know, yes, I am black, all right. But yes, no nigga shit needs to really be happening. You know what I'm saying? We wanna show you guys. We can show you that we can do this just better than you can. That's what y'all afraid of. That's exactly what you guys are afraid of. If that happens, it's gonna be world motherfucking 2. Oh no, there's no way they just came in. There's just no way they just came in with a team that they built that won the championship. What? No. There was some PED usage. There was some bribery of the coaches. But when the white folks do it, it's cool. AKA Tom Brady and the Patriots. And I'm not saying Tom Brady with the Deflategate and all that. I'm just saying it's been proven that your coach has cheated one or two times. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the teams in the NFL have done some shit where there can be proven to be PED usage, like with the headhunting situation. You know what I'm saying? You get this boy, you knock him out of the game, we good. We'll give you a $1 million bonus. You know what I'm saying? And then also with the players really can't say nothing because what? Let's say Lauren, you're a superstar, right? You need one more interception and you get $1 million bonus. And you playing against a trash quarterback that you know is gonna throw your direction, and you gonna get that $1 million bonus. You know what they gonna do to your ass? Get on the bench, get the bench player up there. No. We not having that. We're gonna get this dude some playtime. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna say, oh no, it's just because we want him to get playtime. It's not because we don't want you to get this $1 million bonus when it really is. And hey, I ain't shit, but I'm speaking facts right now. Man, all I'm saying is, there needs to be change. And what they really did in the beginning of the year, they was like, yo, we're gonna give you niggas what you guys want. We're gonna give y'all leadership, boom, boom, boom. Head coaches. Woo! Head coaches. Colin Kaepernick's out of the league. We're gonna give y'all niggas what y'all want. We're gonna give y'all niggas head coaches so y'all can shut the fuck up. Super Bowl. What's supposed to happen in the Super Bowl? Travis Scott was supposed to be playing in the Super Bowl, whatever, or performing in the Super Bowl. That's not gonna happen allegedly. I don't know what's going on. Cardi B. So now that they can't get none of these hot Atlanta artists or hot artists, rap artists, let me say rap artists, black rap artists. What do they got? Everybody's talking about they're not gonna watch the Super Bowl after show, whatever the fuck it is.
Halftime show, nobody watch. Nobody watch it anyway, man. We go to fill up our cups.
But who do they have now? They have Maroon 5. And they're trying to use Maroon 5 to get Cardi B in there. And Cardi B said no. So, it's a lot of dirty games that are played in the NFL. And I'm not even gonna say the NBA, because the NBA is more fair than the NFL. To be honest, the NBA is a little bit more fair than the NFL. And what is that? The league it's a league gonna be coming in next year. I forgot what it's called. The NXT,
the XFL.
XFL. The XFL is supposed to come up next year. But all I'm saying is, it's some shit that needs to be changed in the NFL, and it's not gonna get changed. They just did that. Literally, it was a purge. That's what they did. They was like, yo, we shut them motherfuckers up for a good amount of time. Now that they're shut up, we're good to do what the fuck we want to do. Get these motherfuckers the fuck out of here. We ain't want them in here anyway. Hey, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So if you got anything else on this, Lauren, I want to shout out to Stephen A. one more time for that.
Yeah, Mr. Smith. Well said, Mr. Smith. Well said. Nah, it's just so hard, man. It's hard being black.
Yeah.
It's so hard sometimes because I think about this particular situation, and I'm like, we have dominated the three major sports in America.
Facts.
Dominated the three major sports in America. We're talking about baseball. Now you may say, oh well, they're not black people. Cubans, they're black too.
Exactly.
They're black too. Basketball, we've dominated since the 70s when the ABA and the NBA merged. The NFL, since the AFL NFL merger, we've dominated. But we can't get our scruples, man, and that's frustrating because it's like, okay, am I just gonna come all the way out right and just say what I gotta say, or am I going to hide my message subliminally? Like it's a catch-22.
Mm-hmm.
It's a catch-22, and so it's just like, I don't knock the people that come out and say things blatantly, like LeBron said. The NFL is a slave mentality. Here's what needs to happen. I'm gonna tell you what needs to happen. This is the only way we win. And this is going to be tough because we're talking about people's pocketbooks.
Facts.
Black players don't play. Don't play. You go play for Vince McMahon in the XFL if you want to. Don't play. Just don't play. Like, what would the NFL do if all of the black players were like, he's not going to play this week. He's not going to play. You wouldn't even be able to field a team. You wouldn't be able to field a team if all of the black players were like, we're not going to play.
True.
Go get us a couple head coaches and then we'll play. Other than that, we're not going to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gotten to that point because, I had a ton of respect for Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy is one of the great black coaches, you know what I'm saying, that's coached football thus far, and I think it's time that those of the past speak up for those of speak towards those of the present, those of the future. Bill Belichick was trash in Cleveland. He got another opportunity. God damn it, you better give another one of these coaches you fired an opportunity. Yep. You ain't got to give Marvin Lewis one. You ain't got to give Marvin one. He had his time. Hugh Jackson be playing mind games too much. Vance Joseph, and especially Steve Brooks. Todd Bowles is a great guy. Now, maybe he made a mistake in not getting an offensive-minded assistant coach to really come in there and take a hold of that offense. But he ain't had no damn quarterback neither. Mm-hmm. He just got Sam Darnold this year. Damn, give him a shot.
Right.
Give him one more year before you be like, oh yeah, we gotta get you out of here. Because with what's in there, they need to go after, a hot shot offensive guru now that they got Sam Darnold. Why? So you gonna go get Sam Darnold, then the defense gonna turn the shit again?
Right.
That's what you gonna go do? You gonna go get all them weapons, and then the defense turn the shit again? No, Todd Bowles is a great coach. He deserved better than he was given in New York, and I hope that he gets another job. Vance Joseph, he had 2 years. Young dude. Vance Joseph, a young dude. I hope he gets another opportunity to coach, and I hope they all do. You can bring Marvin Lewis back if you want to. Hugh Jackson, bring them back if you want to. But two out of 32. 2 out of 30. NFL, you got some explaining to do. Roger Goodell, you need work for your paycheck, buddy. Yeah, I said it, buddy. Work for your paycheck. Go get me some coach. I don't give a damn if you put a woman in there. I don't give a damn if you put a woman as a head goddamn coach. They signed that fucking Condoleezza Rice in Cleveland. Right. Do something. Like this is atrocious. This is demeaning to the culture. To be like, we gonna let go all y'all coaches and we just gonna throw our guys back in there, man. I'm not saying that I'm not trying to knock none of these white coaches that are getting opportunities or have opportunities. I'm not knocking none of them. Go get yours too, but god damn it, throw us some bones, man. Throw us some bones. Because I guarantee you, one of those coaches, Todd Bowles, Steve Wilkes, Vance Joseph, one of those coaches is a great coach. Mm-hmm. One of those three is a great coach that in the right system, with the right players and the proper coaching staff around, have a team in the playoffs year after year after year after year. Every year.
Right.
And football is a freaking blood sport, man. You can't fire the coach for the dude missing a fucking tackle and the other team wins the game. You can't blame the coach for that. He had him in the right position to make the tackle. Mm-hmm. He just missed the goddamn tackle. Dude ran.
Your mind is about to be blown, bro. You understand this? This is the beginning of greatness. You're witnessing something that many are going to want to be a part of. Let's get into this, man. Let's do this. Let's go.
Six pack in the hatchback, shirt off with the hat back, knees out with a seat at, looking up like a NASDAQ. No